a Super Bowl Sunday week, man.
Super Bowl weekend.
Yeah, man, and you know, I'm always disgruntled when my niggas ain't in the shit. But I do enjoy a good game, and these are two really good teams. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, everyone knows what it is: the 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs, right? Listen, that sounds like somebody taking a piss. Like, you ever heard that Snoop? That Snoop record when it Gin and Juice, beginning of Gin and Juice. But yo, listen, man. 49. Listen, I'm just gonna go right into it, man. I'm gonna spare you guys all the fucking spiel and all that shit. I'm bang bang Niner gang, and I'm gonna tell you why. You know what I'm saying? Listen, KC. Listen, last 3 weeks. Forget about the last 5 years. The last 3 weeks, we know they've been to all these NFC Championship games. We know about Andy Reid. We know about Patrick Mahomes. We know about Travis Kelce and Tay. You know the shit. You know what I'm saying? We know about all that. We understand all of that. But just talking in the context of the lexicon of the season, the last 3 weeks in the playoffs, they've been the most consistent team in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? On both sides of the ball. They have the best QB, right? Can we all agree on that?
Yeah.
Right? In the world. Maybe ever, right? Let's be honest.
He's the baby goat right now.
Maybe ever, yeah. They have the best coach. Can we agree on that?
Andy Reid.
And they have the best DC. Let's be honest. And I'm partial to Spags because, you know, he did his thing with us. You know what I'm saying? With all that being said, I'm still picking the fucking 49ers, and I'm gonna tell you why. Right? All you hear, and Ed, when we got on before we started recording, the first thing you said was, "Yo, never bet against Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes." So I've been hearing that shit for the last 3 fucking weeks. I'm so tired of hearing that. Everybody named Mother says that shit. Yo, first thing you say, "Yo, I'm gonna put some money in Chiefs." I don't know. Can't bet against Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes. It's like niggas is walking around like robots and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's the narrative.
I don't know. Never bet against Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes. Fuck all that, man. Listen. The Niners are fucking talented, man. 7 Pro Bowlers, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm gonna put my money on that, man. People thought I was good. Listen, I picked Kansas. I picked against Patrick Mahomes and them against the Dolphins. Niggas thought I was crazy, and I knew better than that. But I just don't like to see niggas I don't like to see fucking monopolies and shit. You know what I'm saying? I know niggas talking about let me see greatness. I want to see greatness. I don't like to see monopolies. I like to see parity. But I picked against them. I thought Lamar Jackson and them would get it done. You know, shout out to Lamar Jackson winning MVP. He didn't get it done, and I might have been stupid to do that, but. Listen, Brock Purdy, in my opinion, Mr. Irrelevant, he's got something to fucking prove, man. He's got a fucking chip on his shoulder. They're already counting him out. And I know niggas looking at me like crazy. I think Brock Purdy, and this might be some jumping out the window shit. I think Brock Purdy could have the potential to be the next Tom fucking Brady. You know what I'm saying? Similarities in their come up thus far, right? Like I said, he's got a chip on his shoulder. Mike Shanahan, he's been there a couple of times. Hasn't won one. He's due for one. In my opinion, he's a good coach. They're stacked on both sides of the ball. Let's just be honest, right? They didn't play well against the Packers. They didn't play well against the Lions, right? We can all agree on that.
Yeah.
But that's what good teams do when they don't play well. They still find ways. What happened?
Somebody give you a thumbs up again, bro.
Somebody did a thumbs up, bro.
I don't know where we're getting that from. You didn't see that little thumbs up bubble right next to you?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, this is some weird shit.
Yeah.
This ain't live though, bro. Nobody who could be giving me a thumbs up.
Nobody, man.
Yo, we're gonna talk about this after this stuff. That's cute. That's cute. And listen, where was that though?
Let's talk about Brock Purdy.
Yeah, Brock Purdy, Tom Brady.
No. Oh, they didn't look great against the Lions.
Yeah,
they didn't look great against the Packers. Okay, yeah, but that's what. Here's my point. That's what good teams do. When you're not playing well, you still find ways, right, to pull out victories. You know what I'm saying? So to me, they're due for a good game. You know what I'm saying? I want to come back and talk about some keys to the game, but Q, I'm gonna go to you first, man. What do your take on the Super Bowl and who you think's gonna win?
I think the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are gonna win. I don't think
Cut
it's
this
gonna
nigga
be.
mic
I,
off.
I don't think. I don't think it's gonna be. And I'm not even talking betting wise. All right, I'm not even talking betting wise because then I can take the words out of your mouth every time. How many times have I lost money to you on Mayweather fights?
Oh damn!
And I got that phrase from you. Now you're being me. So it's just weird to actually see me how I look when I used to consistently lose, you know. But I think it's going to be a great game, and it's going to be a great game. But Purdy just doesn't look like he's that guy in certain situations right now in his career. He's played very, very well when the bright light wasn't on him. And when the bright light's on him, we see that dramatic decline of talent that we know that he has, because he is very talented. I think he is one of the best quarterbacks in the league right now, but he's not playing like that. And I think a lot of that has to do after that Raven game. And the 49ers haven't really been able to stop the run. Let's keep it a buck. And Pacheco is a beast, you know. So now if we do the flip side, I understand Purdy has all these assets and he has all these great players on his team. But if he's not going to be able to use them, he's not going to be able to win. This is not the Lions that we're talking about. This is not a Dolphins team we're talking about. Even though the Dolphins and those teams have great players, and let's keep it a buck, they probably have even better roster than the Chiefs. But you know what the Chiefs do? The Chiefs are like the Knicks. They know how to win. They know how to play throughout the whole game. It's not, they don't just quit just because they're down by 2 touchdowns or whatever. Nah, they're going to play the whole game. They're going to figure this shit out. They're going to go back to the drawing board. And what the reason for that is because of great coaching. And they're going to come up with a strategy. And then the only way that the 49ers are going to be able to win this is if they don't stop Pacheco. And if they can't get to Mahomes, it's going to be a problem. And I know they have Bosa, they got Warner, they have a stacked team. But let's keep the buck. You said the Tom Brady reference, but Tom Brady never played in a team this stacked until he was already 40 and went to the Buccaneers. And let's keep it a buck, because he never really played with a Hall of Fame type caliber running back.
No.
And the Patriots, it was always
Corey Dillon for bit.
Let me just interject 1 second. I don't want to cut you off, but you said something that I think was spot on. I think this game, I agree with you. I think this game is going to be won at the line of scrimmage for both teams. You know what I'm saying? That's a great point. 49ers, Chase Young, Bosa, Hargrave, Armstead, Fred Warner, and linebacker core. They got to be able to get to Mahomes, like you said. Steve Wilkes has to have these boys ready to rock. And on the flip side of that, the Chiefs defense, right? They're stout. Chris Jones, Snead, McDuffie in the slot. They got to be able to stop that Pacheco shit too. The 49ers. I agree with that totally, man. My bad. Continue on. That's a great point, though.
No, yeah, and I think if they're able to do that, because when the 49ers at their top, Purdy's playing great, and the game plan that they came into the game falls through, we've seen them do it all season. They will run through teams. They're not even gonna look what they did to the Ravens, bro. Like, they changed. They
think the Ravens choked.
Yeah,
that's another story. Yeah,
but look what they did. But let's be granted, a lot of these teams never been there too. That's another thing we got to put into this play. But like Purdy hasn't really been there, but you know what he does have? He has a bunch of players that are and talented. Like when you have players to that talent, they're always going to show up. You don't think Debo's going to show up and Ayuk's going to show up? Now, if they don't, that just means the Chiefs
Christian
won
McCaffrey,
because their defense is, Kittle, like that team, bro. Like, and I always made a joke about this. That 49ers team, since they put all that shit together 3-4 years ago, I was like, yo, this is like a dude just sitting in his mom's basement creating a fucking dream team.
Yeah,
and just called it the 49ers. You know what I mean? Like, they're like, oh no, I want this guy. Oh, I want that guy. It's ridiculous. And they should be able to win. This should be a dynasty team. And I think they got the right man leading it. I just don't think he's been as consistent as he should be. And you know what? You kind of expect that in a football player. We've seen it happen through and through throughout all these years. We've seen it happen, man. We've seen it happen with Colin Kaepernick when he was on the 49ers. We've seen it happen, with how many the Bills 4 years in a row, they just couldn't get it done. You know, and that's just what happens. And I think the Chiefs just always have that mentality of like, yo, we're gonna go in there, we're gonna be prepared. This is no games, this is no jokes. You know what I mean? If Travis Kelce gets his head out of Taylor Swift's ass, you know, he comes in and balls because that's what he did last week. he beat Jerry Rice.
Kelce's a baller though. I ain't worried about him.
Yo, yeah, he had 11 receptions, but he wasn't balling the first 3 games.
He wasn't, but he's a baller though. I'm not worried about it. He's been there before.
And he can do it. And yo, trust me, I don't like and I'm not only saying this because I want the Chiefs to win, because I'm not a Chiefs fan or a 49ers fan. You see the hat, but I've seen how both these teams performed, and I've seen how they played throughout the seasons in close and tight games. And it just looks like the Chiefs just have that. They've been playing consistently like this from game 1 to game 17, and then continued it through the playoffs.
Niners have to be consistent too. They're here.
Yeah.
But they were very inconsistent. But they're not as inconsistent as like teams who don't just get there. They're inconsistent in game, and they've been inconsistent. Like, yo, they really played bad for those 4 games. And Brock Purdy didn't do nothing. He became Mr. Irrelevant for 4 weeks, and then he also became Mr. Irrelevant against the Texans for 2 quarters. He became Mr. Irrelevant for 2 quarters against the Lions, and then he went right back to him being him. He can't do that. You can't do that to the Chiefs. The 93 Knicks can't play the 93 Bulls. And then and then just give up for first or second quarter, and then think, all right, we're going against Jordan, and we're gonna come back in the third and fourth quarter.
All right. I agree, 100%. Let's get Ed television's thoughts though. Go ahead, Ed.
I know I said something before the show, but now I gotta go with my heart. I gotta go with the 49ers, man. I've been rooting for Brock Purdy ever since he got drafted. You know what I mean? This 49er team, they built this team on the draft, you know. They added CMC, which was a big piece for them. You know, this kid,
offensive player of the year.
You know what I mean? This kid is the 3rd youngest quarterback to ever reach the Super Bowl, 24-year-old. I agree with Q. He hasn't shown up, but he struggled a little bit with Green Bay because, you know, they were playing in the rain. He played a horrible first half against the Lions, but that second half, it was a tale of two halves in that game. So I feel like Q said, I feel like for them to beat the Chiefs this game, he has to start that team. Offense and defense has to start and go at Patrick Mahomes, go at that Kansas City defense, and that's like the number 1 key for them to win. One thing I feel like the 49ers gotta attack. You know that the Chiefs led the playoffs, or led the league rather, in offensive what do you call it, holding and all that stuff, like
penalties.
There you go. Took the words right out of my mouth. Pause. They led the league in offensive penalties. That's a big thing for like the front 4 or the linebacker core of the 49ers to attack. The thing for me too, flipping on the other side, Pat Mahomes, baby goat, bro. This is his fourth Super Bowl in 6 seasons. You know what I mean? He could easily win his 3rd Super Bowl, 3rd MVP, but it's kind of hard to bet against the 49ers right now. I feel like their team is more stacked. I'm not taking nothing away from Kansas City and Pat Mahomes and Andy Reid, but I'm going with the 49ers, man. I feel like the 49ers are going to come in there and get the revenge. Remember, they faced each other 4 seasons ago when the Chiefs won their first Super Bowl under Reid and Pat. I feel like this is the revenge game, and they're going to come in there and wash them. I won't say wash them, but it's going to be a good game.
Yo, listen. This is gonna be. I think this is gonna be a better Super Bowl than we think. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout. I think also the 49ers can't afford to put up threes. And what I mean by that, field goals.
Yes.
They got to be able to punch that shit in the fucking end zone. Yes. You're fucking with Pat Mahomes and Andy Reid. You know what I'm saying? Can't be any lot of 3 and outs. You don't want Andy Reid and Mahomes and all them to start putting together 19, 20, 21 play drives, wearing that fucking defense out. You know what I'm saying? Then you're in a lot of fucking trouble, man. On the flip side, you gotta watch Spags. You know, Spags, like I said, one of the top defensive coordinators. He's gonna be aggressive. He's gonna be deceptive. He's gonna go after your quarterback. This is what he does, right? Yeah. So it's like I said, I did say that I thought the game was gonna be one on the line of scrimmage, but now that I'm thinking about it, man, and in the secondary as well, man, because you got Ayuk and you got
Debo,
and then you got
Kittle,
Snead, but then you got Steed and McDuffie lining up with them. So that's gonna be a game within itself as well. So yo, I'm going Niners, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Chiefs won. But I just feel like the Mike Shanahan is a smart dude, man. Like we're not giving my. Is he a better coach than Andy Reid? No, obviously not.
No.
But he's a very smart coach. Matt Nagy, good smart coach. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going bang 49er gang. And I think that it's going to be a close game. But I think that the Niners are just too fucking stacked on both sides of the fucking ball, man. They got a fucking Pro Bowl fucking team, man. You know what I'm saying? And they got a good coach, and they had a couple of bad games. They're due for a good game. I can't see the Niners playing 3 bad fucking games, bro. Yes. You know what I'm saying? I think Brock Purdy, I feel like it's almost lining up for him to be the guy, the storyline. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Irrelevant, last pick in the draft, Super Bowl champion. The story writes its fucking self, right? So I don't know, man.
You know, one thing is that they need to do early, if they see that Brock Purdy don't got it on, establish the run, because CMC McCaffrey, beast. He came second in MVP voting. Like they gotta use him this game. They gotta use him either from handing it off to him or doing those little shovel passes and let that kid go. You know what I mean? I love the story too with the 49ers where Christian McCaffrey and Kyle Shanahan, because their sons to their fathers, obviously, that won Super Bowls together. Mike and Ed McCaffrey. I think it's a beautiful story. I think everything is well set up for 30 for 30 in the future. But yeah, man, I feel like 49ers cannot afford to lose this game. I feel like they're not going to come out flat-footed. I think they're going to come out real strong against KC. But I'm not putting nothing past KC and Andy Reid. He's a great he does great schemes. Yes. He plays
Mike McDaniel against Spags.
You know what I mean? So it's going to be great. And shout out to Spagnola. I mean, as much as I'm going against him this game, but shout out to him because he did help us, win those 2 Super Bowls as our DC. But I can't see this well-built team. It's like Q said. It's like a guy was just picking these guys in his basement, mama basement and shit. I can't see this team lose this time around. I just can't. All I have is Kittle in my head when they showed a video of Kittle when he lost the Super Bowl to them 4 years ago. He said, "I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna be back, and I'm gonna win it. I'm gonna win the next time I'm here." I just can't get that voice, him saying that. So I feel like they're gonna come out and they're gonna win this game.
I will say this: if Andy Reid wins, we gotta start talking about goat shit when it pertains to him. You know what I'm saying? He to me, he slides himself in that conversation. And I want to get into. I keep saying I want to do the show, but I do want to do the show at some point. I think you got to put him in the Belichick conversation. People are gonna think that I'm crazy, but I'm just looking at his body of work. You know what I'm saying? Not only the rings, I'm saying his total body work. We've seen when he was in Philly. We've seen him do it with multiple teams and multiple different and different quarterbacks, right?
Yes.
So you gotta give that some credence. You know what I mean? Belichick really has never done that. Even when he was with the Browns, he did it with Brady. Obviously, we see how it ended up when Brady left. So that's a subject for another day. But yo, here's my prediction: bang bang Niner gang. You know what the fuck's up. Talk to me.
You guys got any scores? You got any scores predictions?
I'm never good at scores, man. I'm gonna go 28-21. I go 28-21.
I'll say
Patrick Mahomes ain't been scoring as much lately, honestly, to be honest with you. But go ahead.
I'll say it could probably be a barn burner. I could say it could be a barn burner, but I'll go 27-24. Tight game. Close game. 27-24.
What about you, Q?
I think Patrick Mahomes is going to score some points. I think it's going to be 31-28, but I think it's going to be close, man.
I like that.
I think it's going to be close. I don't think it's going to be a blowout, but then again, we've seen some shit happen before. We've seen what the Falcons could do to the Patriots, and then what the Patriots did right back to the.
Oh man.
I agree.
The worst Super Bowl I've ever seen in my life.
That shit. They come back with 28 points, bro.
I'm like, bro, you guys were the most potent offense all season, and you can't score a field goal in the second half. I'm like, come on, dog.
Who do you think's gonna get Super Bowl MVP?
Oh, either Purdy or McCaffrey. And if it's KC wind up winning, they're gonna go to Mahomes.
I could see McCaffrey winning it. On the Niners side, and I can see Travis Kelce with all the fucking hoopla and all the storylines and all the, Taylor Swift, making all this fucking money for the NFL. I can see that kind of going that way. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but who knows?